Hi everybody, it's Brian Wagner. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit more today about how I had brain surgery in April 1st. Yes, no fooling. April 1st of 2011. And wanted to tell you a little bit about the story after that. I know we've talked a little bit about blindness, and I know that's really important. And I think yesterday we spoke about how it was so important to have those people there to be your somebody. You got to have somebody. You got to be somebody to somebody else in order to have others that will be somebody to you. So with blindness, there comes a point where you actually are able to have sight, and that's really where I was on April 1st of 2011. I had sight with the help of so many different people that were there with me, and then I was able to gain sight with the help of some other doctors, as well as the most important person, and that was my wife, Connie. She's been phenomenal throughout this whole process. In March, when I did lose my sight and wasn't able to see at all, she really stood by me. She got the doctors there. She got all the different MRIs scheduled and that I needed to have. I needed to have tests because I applied to 3 different doctors in order to be able to have this surgery. I don't know if you know that or not, but I had to apply to have brain surgery. So she filled out the applications, made sure the MRIs and everything were turned in. We had to give them money as well, so they'd actually look at it because we didn't want to be considered a second opinion. Going out to these people they wouldn't want to consider us if we were considering them as a second opinion, which I thought was strange. But anyways, so we got the application filled out. She did everything. Had surgery April 1st. Obviously, she was there with me the whole time. But then, beyond that, for the next 8 months, I wasn't able to drive. So she was the one that drove me to a lot of my meetings. And in sales, it's really, really important to have sales meetings where you can actually see the person on the other side of the table, and you don't have to concentrate so much on seeing them, and instead you should be listening. So there's so many things that are important that she helped me with as we went through this whole process. So she would take me to my meetings, drop me off at the meeting place, and then she would either go park or go read the paper or whatever the case may be, and she'd wait until I got out of my meeting and pick me up at the door, and then we'd leave. She was phenomenal. And at the end of that meeting, it was grueling for me and tiring. So at the end of the meeting, I ended up just wanting to go home and go back to sleep. Those were really tough days for me when we did that, but she never complained once during that whole process. So she was with me when I went from that point of blindness to sight. And sight is where I was able to see, but I didn't have vision. I was able to see what was in front of me, see what I was not overcoming, see what I was missing out on. And I still miss out on a lot because all this stuff on my right-hand side, I don't see it. But being able to see is a first step in me being able to come to the point where I actually was able to have vision. So Connie was definitely a big part of that. She continues to be a big part of that. She helps me with things like this. This is a poster that I got from the Hilliard Derby cross country team for speaking with them one day last year. And it's just things like this. She's been able to help me to become that elite person. I don't know if I call myself elite. People may have a hard time with that, especially if they're my brothers or any of my friends that are listening. But really, she has definitely helped to push me above and beyond where I ever thought I'd be. Because I'll tell you what, during those months where I was not able to see and I was only able to feel my way around and hope that I was in the right spaces, she was incredibly important throughout that whole entire process. So, having said all that, I wanted to just remind you that this whole process that we go through is a process to go from blindness to sight to vision. And at this point, I'm in my storytelling, I'm in my sight vision or sight perspective, and just wanted to make sure you all understood that you know, there's a lot that goes into all of my speeches, all of the writings that I do, and I am just thankful that I'm able to get up here and deliver these videos to you, and I hope to continue to add value to your day. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon. Bye.